That's 2 suspects down.
Which just leaves my old nemesis, the P-Hacker.
You already know him.
Oh yeah, from back in my teenage vigilante days.
I don't think I heard you right.
Oh, I used to be a teenage vigilante. Fighting crime on the streets of Ludology. Ours didn't interfere with school, and it had way better working conditions than fast food.
Why don't you just tell the story?
Ludo Lad.
Ludo Lad, you have to help us.
Which of the myriad menaces is molesting our magnificent metropolis now?
It's that black-hearted pirate, the P-Hacker. He's proven that night is brighter than day. He's threatening to prove that the SNES is more powerful than the Switch. Oh no. Oh, he's got me.
That's ludic lunacy. We'll be there right away, Commish.
Square!
You're right, statistician. There is no time to lose.
Ludo Lad.
The P-Hacker is using his powers of post hoc analysis and selective reporting to destroy the city from the pinnacle of this building.
Bimodal distribution.
Good idea. We'll need the element of surprise.
Ludo Lad.
The P-Hacker is only vulnerable to 2 things. Good, transparent methodology, and kung fu.
Oh, Ludology Lad, I'm the statistician.
Hello, citizen. You haven't seen anyone HARKing around here, have you?
No, my nana has a bit of a cough, but...
Error bars.
No, statistician! Don't devour him! The boy is just confused. HARKing. H-A-R-K. Hypothesizing after the results are known.
Bro, that is a bit of a phrase.
Just a bit of a phrase, but a big crime against science. It means deciding what your research question is after you see the results. You can make random noise in the data say all sorts of improbable things by HARKing.
Ah, that's a true crime, that is.
Central limits theorem.
Oh, thank you, sir. I will use that as my catchphrase for the rest of my life.
Ludo Lad.
Now, me matey, you see that all the SNES games in this random sample are 16-bit, but all the Switch games are 8-bit.
But the SNES is decades younger. Confusion overtaken me.
You stay here, statistician. I'll go in undercover.
Now I think you're ready for a real broadside. Show you who is most handy with a controller.
Villains can't help but monologue their evil plans, and the P-Hacker was no different. He gave all of us hostages a quick test to see how good we were at playing video games on a scale of 1 to 100. It would be easy and honest to look at the data and say that this spaceman is good at games, and, oh wow, I guess this stormtrooper can't aim even in a game. But that won't get a paper published. The P-Hacker needs to make claims about groups of people, not just individuals. Our scores are a little lower than you would expect, with an average of 31 for all of us. But then again, with a small sample, abnormal results are normal. The P-Hacker could run a headline saying something like, "People are bad at games." But then someone may question if the test itself is bad. Comparing groups would be better. So the P-Hacker must subdivide the sample even more to make it look like he found something impressive. I think that when the P-Hacker collected hostages, he thought that Star Wars characters would have higher scores than average. But I can't be sure since he didn't tell anyone his hypothesis before collecting data. If that was his prediction, it would have been wrong. Star Wars characters averaged 26.3, slightly lower than the average, but not particularly interesting. Next he tried characters from space. 36.8, a little high, but not high enough to set the world on fire. There are 100 variables he could use to slice the data. Do you have a helmet? Are you yellow? Living versus non-living? Characters without visible faces gets you all the way down to 7.3. But finally he found a number that will turn heads. If all boys step forward, wow, 53.25. All girls, 16.16. Now, to frame the headline in an even more misleading way, extra, extra, boys are 329% more skilled at games than girls. Would this stand up to another study? Almost certainly not. But the p-hacker is only worried about getting published today, not the damage to science and society tomorrow.
Ludo Lad.
And now, all superheroes, step forward. Ha! I knew you were a superhero.
You would have said that regardless of who stepped forward.
Bilgewash! You can't prove when I knew, but I can prove I know your true colors now. Attack me, minions!
Oh.
No, lad. P.
You have to stop this. You can't really believe that all these effects are real.
My ship is math, and an unsinkable ship she is. The numbers are real, and only a lily-livered coward would delay publishing a discovery just because you don't know what land was over the horizon before you set sail.
Heteroskedacity!
Brilliant plan, statistician. He's bamboozled too many people for my kung fu, but not too many for your methodological might.
I hack with math, but sometimes swords. Have at you!
P-value!
Whoa there, statistician. Make sure you leave something for the police.
Ludo Lad.
No.
No what?
No, he didn't do it. P-hacking wasn't involved in killing the idea that playing violent games causes violent acts in real life.
You sound pretty sure of yourself.
I guess I'm not 100% certain. That's not really what science does. But there is one big reason why I don't think that these studies were p-hacked. By the way, the same evidence clears the systemic gang. My old mentor, the statistician, taught me this. Publication bias and p-hacking both push for p-values of less than 0.05. But once you get under 0.05, you stop. You don't need to push the data anymore. So you would expect a lot of results to be just under 0.05 if a p-hacker was involved. That's not true here. There are a range of p-values.
Really? Well, that's what I needed.
What do you mean? We cleared all the suspects and don't have any leads. That is the exact opposite of having what we need.
I mean, grab your hat. I know who did it.
If this series has a thesis, it is that
Science is hard.
p-hacking is one of the most common types of researcher misconduct, and not all researchers understand why it's a bad thing, or even know they're doing it. Let's do a concrete demonstration. I don't think that scientists have been p-hacking to make it look like violent gameplay causes violent actions in the real world. At least, not more than that practice has infected other research topics. But let's say that you are a mad game scientist and want to p-hack your way to that conclusion, and I am your humble advisor. Let us start with a survey. Half of our survey participants will play Murder Simulator for Sadists, and half play Joy Bear's Totally Chill Time. We want to prove that Murder Simulator players take more violent actions in the real world. Our survey should have lots of questions on it. Best practice would be to average each participant's answers together to make an index, and then average all of those to make a group average. Both of those factors make it less likely that you get a couple of outliers creating false effects. So we're not going to do either of those things. We want false effects. We are mad social scientists after all. We get the survey results, and there, a result that proves our case. In this, very badly designed, survey, one professional kickboxer, or a mismarked survey, in the data has distorted the results in our favor. If you play violent games, you are going to start kicking people. Kick, kick, kick. We don't care that most of the dependent variables we looked at don't support our case. Some of them may even say the opposite. If the real effect is 0, We would expect the same amount to go one way as the other by random chance. But we can just write that one variable up in a report like it was the only question we asked. Let's drop the mad scientist act. Put yourself in the shoes of a real person who has spent hundreds of hours making this survey a reality. Literature review, finding the perfect questions, distributing the surveys, and hand-jamming each result in a spreadsheet. And furthermore, imagine you are a person who really believes in the theory you are putting forward. After all, you are spending months of your life on it. When you write it up, do you have the willpower to not make the first sentence of the abstract? Players of violent games kick more often than players of non-violent games? Remember, journals like publishing significant results. The systemic gang is often the p-hacker's accomplice. Maybe you do report all the other null results in the paper, but you just don't highlight them. That's not too bad, is it? But then, if the journal has a maximum word count and you have to make cuts, do you cut talking about the results you like or the results you don't?
Science is hard.
Thanks for watching Empirically Good. Next time, we'll see justice done in our last episode of Crisis in Ludology.